Whoa, Chivo, I'm testing the new DJI product. No, Chivo, down here. Look at this. It's the new DJI Osmo Pocket. Is this a game changer? We'll see. Hello guys and welcome again. This is Alex Asenmacher with Chivo on the camera for WetalkUAV. Nowadays we have a lot of action cameras like the GoPro, we have mirrorless cameras, DSLR cameras, phone gimbals for traveling, you know, but DJI thought, okay, maybe we can put this all into one single product. This is the brand new DJI Osmo Pocket. In this video we're gonna see if DJI has succeeded when creating this product and putting all that I just said into one single product of the size of even smaller than my hand. Now we're gonna test it and see if this is a game changer and how good this is. No more talking, let's go inside.
Easy come, easy go. No need to fight about it. Easy come, easy go. No stress, I'm good without it. Easy come, easy go. Let's keep it fun and simple. Easy come, easy go. You know my loving is no sweat. It's no sweat. It's no sweat. It's no sweat. It's no sweat.
This is the fourth generation by DJI of stabilizers. We had the Osmo Plus in the beginning, remember, the one with the camera. Then we had the Osmo Mobile 1 and the 2, and this is actually the second generation with a camera included. And we're very excited about this product because it may be a game changer. And we're shooting here, and DJI has put all the technology from the drones, from the stabilizers, into this little and small product. So we're gonna now do a very hard test. We're gonna jump on a bike. We are bikers here, Chivo and me, and we're gonna see, I'm out of breath, sorry. We're gonna see if this is capable of shooting well. This is so cool, Chivo. This is really an amazing product, really, honestly. For the purpose of this test, we came here to this amazing location, but look at this. This is all you need when carrying the Osmo Pocket. Inside its case that is included in the box, and we're gonna leave this here for a second. Also included in the box is this adapter for your phone, in this case the USB Type-C. All you have to do is connect it like this, and you'll be able to take your phone and connect it this way. This will allow you a series of things. First of all, that you'll be able to enter the Pro mode, which will allow you to manually adjust settings like the ISO, the shutter speed and all that. And second, it is nice because actually you have a bigger screen here and you'll be able, you know, to see better, to do all the things more in detail. Right now, we're gonna do some B-roll shooting with the Pocket and the Pro mode. Here, like I put my helmet on, the gloves and all that. And later on, Chivo's gonna put himself in the back of my bike and we're gonna do some curves to see how capable this thing is. So let's take a look. That is just unbelievable. We're just speechless of what we just witnessed here. The quality, no vibrations, everything is super awesome. That plus that we'll have in the future some extra accessories like ND filters, 3.5mm jack for external microphone, and external rod so that you can use it like a very long selfie stick, and all that just makes this huge. Let's keep going. After the nice test we just made, we wanted to talk also a little bit about the feelings that we had on our hands when using it, also Chivo when using it on the back of the motorbike. And first, talk about a little bit the position of the phone, where it is connected to the Osmo Pocket. And it's really nice because it reminds us a little bit of a controller, so changing the settings will be very easy here. And also the Pocket on my hand, as it does not weigh too much and it's really hand friendly, it's really nice to do movements and motion that you want. Also highlight that we have this part here of rubber that will make that it's not really slippery. So if you're, on a bike or something, it's difficult that your finger slips, so that you can press the buttons pretty easily. The screen is enough if you want to see what you are looking at, but you may have some problems if you are short sight. You may have some problems. For the social media lovers, yes, you can flip automatically the camera to the vertical and Instagram stories and all that. And also, if you want to film someone's shoes or someone walking, it will flip this way. Pretty nice feature. Hold on, one sec. Talking about intelligent modes. Right now we're in the follow mode. It's the regular follow mode. We can do a super fast follow mode. It will go way faster than expected. And we can also enter the tilt locked, which will make that the tilt, of course, is locked. And finally, very nice and interesting, the FPV mode. Look at this. It will allow me to do some nice and creative shots because it will move all the way around. Night shots, DJI has promised that this thing is capable of doing awesome night shots. We will test this in another video, like the ones we do on the drones, and we'll do some comparison to see how good this is. As we're used to in all DJI products, this one also, the Osmo Pocket, comes with many intelligent modes that are quite interesting. And I want to show you this one. If you go into the menu here, we're going to talk about the app on the screen in a second. We'll flip the camera and you'll see that automatically the fast track is on and it just tracked my face. So if I go to one side or to another side, the camera will start tracking my face, so that you can actually, when vlogging, or if you're a vlogger style, you can go up there and just run a little bit and it will just track you and keep going. So this is a really nice feature. Oh, and by the way, right now you're listening to the mics, to the audio that the Osmo Pocket recorded. So I don't really know right now if the quality is pretty good, but now the Osmo Pocket comes with two different mics, so this is the quality that records the Osmo Pocket. Now we're going to test the active track on Chivo, and just to let you know how it works, when you click twice on the screen, as you could read there, it turns on the active track. So now Chivo, let's see how it tracks you. Now Chivo is tracked, so I'm just holding my hand straight and see if the camera does its job. Chivo, don't look at me, please. Oh, it works pretty good. One of the greatest things also here for the intelligent modes is that I can use them without the need of a phone or a gimbal or a tripod or anything. And now we're going to test the pano shot, which is going to stitch you 9 pictures. So Chivo, come here. And just by holding it on my hand, it will do the pano shot. So let's push it. And in 10 seconds it just did a pano shot. I'll have a really nice picture on my computer, on my phone too, without the need of anything, just like this. In the old times, for example, back in the 90s, if you wanted to be a real good vlogger, you had this one, and then you had to start like... Let's test now the motion lapse and the time lapse. Back in the studio, we wanted to show you a little bit the highlights of the DJI Mimo app. It's been completely created new. And the first thing I want to show you is that you have a joystick here, which will allow you, as you can see, to move the camera from side to side. Now, what's the big difference between using the app and the screen? Well, for example, you can get into here and switch from basic to pro. If you switch to pro, you can go into the settings and into manual mode. And once you're in manual mode, you can change the ISO, you can change the shutter speed and the different settings that will allow you to capture your pictures way more professionally. Also very interesting, the big difference between the screen and the app is that when you go into the resolution, you can change among different frame rates. Then in auto mode, you will only be able to shoot in 30 and 60 frames per second. Also very important and a big difference inside the DJI Mimo app, you will be able to first watch the time lapses that you shot, that you can do also, by the way, on the screen, but the big difference will be on the panel shots. Here you can see the panel shot completely. On the Pocket screen you won't be able. The nice thing is once you're in your gallery, you can select different files, and by pressing this button you will be able to download them on your phone. Now that we're still back here in the studio, let's talk a little bit about the accessories. And the one that excites us the most is this one. This is the wireless module adapter, and all you have to do is connect it down here, and first it will serve you as a base, and second you'll be able to connect your Osmo Pocket via Bluetooth to your phone, which will allow you to show you the screen on your phone, change into pro mode, and just leave it somewhere, film, do time lapses with your phone, or just record yourself walking with your dog or your girlfriend or whatever. And the second accessory we do have here is this control dial that you have to connect the same place where you had the adapter to the phone. It will allow you instantly to move the tilt of the camera, and if you switch here, you'll be able to move the yaw of the camera. It will give you two more buttons. This one will be for entering the selfie mode, and this one will be for recentering the camera. Talking about the 1.08-inch screen, we have to say that there are many things that are really interesting. For example, if you just swipe your finger from the left, you'll enter the gallery. By pressing the button, you'll go back into the normal mode, and going from top, you'll go into the settings mode, ratio and some other nice things. If you go to the right, you'll be able to switch to photo, video, time-lapse, motion lapse, and if you go from the bottom, you'll be able to enter the selfie mode or the normal mode and recenter the camera and change the tracking mode. For finishing this video, we wanted to talk in the last minutes of this video about the real feelings that we had when using this. So we wanted to come back to the studio, a little bit edit a little bit, see how everything worked, and now we're gonna tell you what we really believe about this thing. We're gonna start with the not so good things and that we believe that can be improved in the future. The first thing is the focusing. We saw that when filming something very close, if you don't have the phone here as a screen, on that little screen it is sometimes hard to see if you're focusing right. So this is something that we still have to learn, but that it just made us have to repeat some shots that we thought that were good. Even though we were positively surprised by the final image quality that we got on the Osmo Pocket, we miss maybe the ability to change a little bit the sharpening, the saturation and the contrast, as you know from the drones. Those modes are not included in here, and maybe they will be included in the future, and playing a little bit with them and having maybe a cine-style look or something like that could help us to get even closer to cinematic productions. Third, the auto mode. If you are a, let's say, noob and you're just shooting in auto mode, you'll see that it happens in every single camera that you use in auto. When you go from a very bright place into a dark area, the whole image will, the shutter will go down and up, and the exposure and everything will just change. And this may cause you to have some bad footage, but it just gets solved if you start using the Pro mode. Now let's talk a little bit about the good things of the Osmo Pocket. When we received it first and we opened it, we were like, Chivo and me, like, I don't know, with that size, how big can be the sensor inside here? We didn't trust it too much, but the outcome and what we saw and what we filmed and how good everything went, it just surprised us in a very, very positive way. So we're very, very happy to have this, and we will probably and for sure include this in the future in our filmmaking productions. The second thing also was, as you could see on the hard test on a bike, 50, 60, 70 km/h with hard wind and all that, that it was really stable. We did not have any single, like vibration or anything. So stability, this gimbal is working 100% perfect. We're really surprised by this. What is also really important, the third thing here, is the easy to use and the screen and the app and all that included, right? It's a very simple developed app. Everyone can use it. It's not hard to learn or anything like that. It's very responsive and intuitive, so that just in 5 minutes you'll know how to use this in a perfect way. This is also something that for us is really important. Another interesting thing are the accessories that we only tested 2 here, but they were really important. For example, the wireless connection. That will allow us to do many things that we could not do before. And those extras enhance the capabilities of this little thing. One of the greatest things that we saw is the phone connection. Just by connecting a phone here, you have the ability to have, of course, a much larger screen, and in order to get into the pro mode and make everything way more better into the details. And the way you're holding it is very nice. You can change all the settings, the way you move with it. It's just something that, there have been people really thinking a lot about this, and the outcome is really positive too. And for finishing this video, finally answering the question that we had in the beginning, if the DJI Osmo Pocket is really a game changer, our opinion is yes. Because it has put together in a very small size good image quality, high technology, and it's just very easy to use, and it fits in my pocket. Really, this is just super great, and it is definitely a game changer. Now, we know that you're gonna have a lot of questions about this, and we're gonna do a lot of videos about this in the following weeks, so make sure to, subscribe and tell us your questions in the comments. Leave a thumb if you thought that this review was great. It took a lot of time to do this review, but we're happy to do it. And remember that we'll leave you the link in the description of a comparison between this one and the GoPro 7 by our friends at Kinotika. Also remember that I leave you the link in the description from my sunglasses, because I know that you're gonna be asking, and nothing really else to say. We're very happily surprised about this. Always remember to keep calm and talk UAV.
No stress, I'm good without it. Easy come, easy go. Let's keep it fun and simple. Easy come, easy go.